Hello, 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 all, and welcome to the Good Witch. If you are new, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. So, this is our daily guided message. It's a little different today. Normally, I don't say the date because it's meant for you whenever you see it. And this one is a little bit different. Still true, but you need to know what today's date is. Today is November the 18th, and we are having a full moon today or tonight and an eclipse tomorrow, depending on, what area of the world you're in. But the full moon tonight should be around 11:30 something Eastern Standard Time. And the eclipse tomorrow should be at about 4 a.m. in between 3 and 4 a.m. So we have a lot of information regarding that, and we're going to talk about both of those events briefly for today, and I'm going to give you an elemental guide. So if you are an earth sign, a fire sign, a water sign, or an air sign, I'm going to give you some guidance for each of those elements, okay? Okay. So, like I said, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. Make sure you check out the description box below. Don't forget the mentorship program for spiritual growth is still being offered. And if I tell y'all, this season is a season of downloads and great things. I am going to have a couple of new things that I am now going to make available and cost effective for the general public that I have only been doing for certain clients, like very high-end clients or companies. And the next 2 years, there's going to be such a shift. It's already started, and it is going to be amazing. Okay? So, in spiritual world, I'm known as a lot of things. One of them is an accelerator. And an accelerator at this time is more powerful than, one would like to say. But anyway, let's jump right into this because I'm excited. I don't want to go off on a tangent. I had so many downloads that I want to tell y'all, but I don't want to tell y'all dressed in my PJs. It's morning. So if you are, this is called the full moon. The full moon is the beaver moon. It's also called the digger's moon. It's also called the scratching moon. But all of those words, beaver, digging, scratching, are animalistic instincts, right? Well, beaver is the actual animal. It digs, it scratches, it harvests, it chops down things, it causes these drastic changes. Beavers can cause a 100-foot tree to be taken down to 2 feet. At the same time, they can make a pathway across a rushing river with that same tree. So things that weren't able to cross from this side of the riverbank to that side of the riverbank safely are now able to cross easily without any difficulty by what's considered to be a very small animal that people would often overlook. They would consider it, some people consider it a rodent, a pest. But look at what it does. It could take something that's 100 years old, 200 years old, huge, that's super tall, that reaches the sky, and take it down with nothing but its teeth and its body. Its very small body in comparison to a tree. Sit with that for a minute. The small beaver, the big tree, and the beaver wins. The rushing river that leads to the ocean with rocks and gators or hippos or whatever is out there. Piranhas and sea bass, whatever is in that river, because wherever river you're at. A small beaver, a big river makes it possible for others and themselves to pass it seemingly effortlessly. It's effortless for other people because they put in some work. So you want to take in mind that that's the energy that we're in, where something seemingly so small changes everything. So the beaver moon, and we have this eclipse, sometimes called the final eclipse, because we're ending eclipse season right now, and of course there's about 9 more between now and 2023, but if y'all know, over the past few years we've had more eclipses than we have in the past 500 years. This particular eclipse is an eclipse in Taurus, and it's been about it's been a while, maybe like 500 years, don't quote me on that, since the last one occurred, and it's gonna be visible to almost everywhere. There's some places in India that won't get to see it, but it's gonna be visible to almost everywhere. And and this is another thing, it resembles a blood moon because of the orange tint or the red hue, but it's not really. It looks like it, but it's not. The 100% moon will be 98% covered. It will change its tint. It will change its color. I don't know if y'all catching this energy, but you really need to catch this energy. Okay? We'll talk about a ritual, or not even a ritual, just what you should do towards the end of this video, okay? So let's jump into signs. And this is not I guess it's a reading. So water signs. For the next few days, be careful you'll have a lot of slight feelings of unhappiness, and you want to make sure that you are not operating in confusion because of your feelings of unhappiness or things that you may be going through. And yes, this is the season for that for most people, but water signs right now in particular, be careful of getting confused. About past situations. Be careful, okay? Always trust your intuition, but be careful that those things aren't coming from another place, from a place of hurt, from voices of people from your past. And don't allow yourself to be unhappy. Don't allow yourself to be manipulated by people that you love right now. You may have a little bit of trouble seeing the God in yourself because you're denying your own personal inner child. There's something that you will or may attempt to refuse to do because it's too childish or childlike, or that's the opposite of what you should be doing. If it seems childlike and it's something that you enjoy, do it. You deserve it. and it'll keep you from that unhappy state. Denying yourself something that you want so bad is the quickest way to sorrow. Running away from, okay, so you have, I wasn't going to pull cards, but Spirit said pull cards. The Lovers in reverse, running from a love that you feel like is flaky or indecisive, or, I shit you not, flaky or indecisive, or it changes its skin, it's growing, it's not something that you should be doing. You should not be running from that. You should be embracing that, but also expecting it. You cannot stop the change that is about to happen. You can't stop it. It's gonna happen regardless. Now, how you accept it, how you're prepared for it, what you do to get through it. Now, those are things that you're gonna have to look at for you. Because you have, okay, that's funny. You have the Star card for your wish fulfillment. You have everything that you could possibly need. That's very funny. I'll tell you why later. You have the Star card, and we're going to talk about wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. Yes, so I can remember at the end of this video to tell y'all why that's funny. Came from something I was told to do last night and this morning. And that thing, even though it is flaky and it's not going to behave the way you want it to, and it gives you so much peace. Now, I laughed when I pulled the Two of Swords because it came out reversed, but as I sat it down, it flipped itself over, and then I tried to pick it up and it flipped itself over again to make itself upright. And that's not clumsiness, that's divine. I experience clumsiness sometimes, and that's not it. So water signs, I need you to listen to that twice. Just take it back a couple minutes, seconds. I need you to listen to that twice because there's something you didn't catch. Okay, now fire signs. This is not supposed to be a full reading or a full sign reading, but I guess it is right now. Fire signs. Watch your mouth. Okay? Watch your mouth. Watch your words. Especially with your family and friends. Because sometimes your truth will hit them a little too hard. And it is the season for people to be coming and going and visiting, and you have some truths for some people. I'm not telling you don't tell the truth. I'm telling you to be tactful and pay attention to your time and your placement. Be tactful with your time and your placement of your words. Don't be so quick to cut everybody off. It's not the season for that because there's so many changes happening that people aren't even aware of who they are at the moment. They're growing and they're changing. And yes, they understand that what they're doing might be jacked up. But they're not hurting you. As long as they're not hurting you directly. You want to cut people off for things that they're indecisive about on their own life. And because you're unhappy with some of the decisions they made, chill out. Give it 14 days or so. It'll sort itself out. Some of the things that you're going to run into over the next 4 to 5 days that just seem so big, in 2 weeks will seem so small. Watch your mouth. Focus on your financial future right now. Now is a good time for fire signs to invest. Place your arrogance in your finances. place your arrogance in your investment opportunities and be bold and trust your intuitions with that greatly. Like, probably within the next 5 days, I'm only taking my stock tips from fire signs. When y'all hear this type of information, you should really apply it to your life. Even if it, like, let's say you're not a fire sign, so you don't listen to it, but I'm operating in my earth mode right now. I know now, because of this reading, that if I ask people, when's your birthday? Or yada yada, or, what's your sun sign? Or what's your rising sign? How are you feeling today? Oh yeah? What have you been investing in? People will be asking you questions like that. What are you doing? What are you moving towards? What moves are you making? And that's okay. Now it's going to be up to you whether you're forthcoming with that information or not, but I'm going to tell you the fire signs are the one to go to for the finances this month. Yeah. Y'all got great things happening. Whew. Air signs. You're moving more towards your spiritualism and you're tapping more into your spiritual practice. You might have some issues at work, but most of it are from people that are subordinate to you. A couple of you may have boss issues, but you're having some issues at work, and even if they are people who you're subordinate to issues, they're probably being caused by people that are subordinate to you. For my air signs, I want you to ask yourself, are the people that criticize you, are they in a position in life that you want to be in? Are they actually doing better than you are? Are they at the same spot as you are, trying to get to where you are, yet they're criticizing you and trying to tell you what to do to get to somewhere new? You want to be mindful of who you take criticism from, because even though it may seem constructive, and they may not mean any harm, and they may mean it to be constructive, their understanding level of what you want and where you are could potentially be much lower than yours. And that does not mean that the housekeeper can't give the executive the best advice of his life. That does not mean that the lady who works at the fast food place or the waitress can't give the millionaire or the billionaire the words of wisdom that change their life for the better. What it does mean is that when someone who is living a life that you do not want to live tries to tell you how to live yours, not giving you words of encouragement or words of advice or words of healing, but look, this is what you need to change, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, this is how you do it better. You might want to pay attention to not pay attention to that. You want to hear it, there's nothing wrong with that, because you'll be getting a lot of messages and downloads. Trust your own intuition on what to put into action, okay? It'll help you avoid disappointments. Moving too quickly and too abruptly on things that people that you love, air signs, people that you love, that love you, that don't understand your mission, moving too abruptly on those actions will cause you to be disappointed. Give it some time, let it play itself out. Just like I said with fire signs, this is going to be a tumultuous week for a lot of us. It's a beautiful week. It's also a very painful week. People are celebrating Thanksgiving. People are also celebrating Indigenous People Day. People are celebrating Black Friday. A lot of people don't have the money to celebrate Black Friday because they've been unemployed all year or two. A lot of people aren't celebrating the holidays because their parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and children are no longer with them. So there's a lot of mixed energy that's floating around. This is going to be a very painful week for a lot of people. And whether they know they're giving you misadvice because of that or not, you just got to use your own intuitiveness and don't act abruptly, air signs. Avoid the disappointment because they're not meaning to hurt you. They're really telling you what they're telling you, probably out of love, but they're not coming from a place of understanding. A lot of people will be telling you to settle for things that you do not want. Don't do that. I'm going to tell you, don't do that. Okay? Please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, and love, okay? Lastly, but definitely not least, we're going to look at my earth signs. Earth signs, you're getting the travel itch. You're getting the, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. I gotta leave, I gotta go. And as I said that, I was drawn to a quarter. I have a quarter on in one of my altar dishes, and it's for West Virginia from 1863. I don't know why that's relevant, but anyway, just know that you're getting this urge to travel. Your focus needs to be on study. You need to be doing something to build your brain. You're learning a lot. You're going to be getting a lot of downloads, a lot of great things, not a lot of new beginnings, but a lot of reignited passion for something, someone that you have lost passion for. You're not going to be very emotional. You are stepping out of an emotional space and you're looking at things from an aware place, not wanting to be oppressed and wanting to be free to do whatever it is that you want to do. Seriously, be careful with that because you don't want to lose something that you're going to want back later. Nope. Do what feels good. Don't allow anything to oppress you because it'll cause strife in the long run. But do it tactfully. If you need to travel, if you need to go, if you need to get away, do it tactfully. Because all the cycles that you're in are not completed. So whatever mess you leave when you travel, it'll be there when you get back. So you want to go fill your head with thoughts, thought-provoking things. Study, dig deeply into your intellect. Ground yourself, earth signs. And you have the 10 of Cups. You're getting ready to have more abundance. Spirit is saying wealth poured into your life. I ain't gonna say that you've ever imagined because you have imagined it and it's coming because you imagined it. So I was talking to a friend and a client this morning and we talked about the law of detachment. I love this thing because it allows me to speak at my normal tone. Before I got this mic that was gifted to me by a special someone, I had to project really loudly. And it took me out of my natural state because this is how I talk. Abundance, wealth is going to flow to you because you imagined it. Now I want you to think back on all the stuff you've been imagining. All that hadn't been good. Focus only on the good. The next 14 days are going to be magical for you. But you need to put things in your brain that teach you how to handle that teach you how to accept that teach you how to not be afraid to invest in yourself. You're going to be required to make an investment in yourself that is unexpected, but that is going to change your life for generations to come. The opportunity will present itself before the 30th of November, and you will take advantage of an opportunity like that before the end of the year. By 2023, your life will be better than you imagined it. And you're just going to walk into it because you're going to learn that law of detachment. Okay? And it's not detaching from everything like you think it is. I teach it in my courses, but I'm not, that's not what this video is for. So, but you need to look it up, okay? Failure is not an option for you, earth signs. You couldn't fail if you tried. Dang. Okay. Okay. So, walking into this moon and this eclipse, yes, you're gonna light your candles and all this other kind of stuff. I've been working so much, like I don't think I probably won't be asleep all weekend because I'm working for my clients, and some of them I ship their things to, and some of them I do it myself with my own personal intentions and energies. And I'll be doing that for the next 3 nights. So I started 2 nights ago, and I'll be doing that for the next 3 nights. And I love it. But you're going to be challenged to listen. Spirit, the divine, God, has so many things that you need to hear. It's not a whisper from the outside. It's something that's going to be whispering and talking to you deeply in a trusting tone from the inside. I challenge you to listen to it. Instead of asking for things, instead of releasing and trying to push things out, I challenge you to sit for at least an hour the next 3 nights. And actually listen. You'll probably hear for about 15 minutes of that hour, but actually sit and listen. And then apply what you heard. Sit, listen, and apply what you heard. Okay? It's not our normal moon ritual stuff. It's not our normal moon setup. Sit, pure white candles, in alignment, peace and quiet, tones possibly, or silence for an hour, and listen. Okay? Wish fulfillment. See, I write things on my hand. Wish fulfillment. Oh, Spirit gave me a download between last night and this morning on how to teach people to grant their own wishes. I do that in my spiritual business coaching program that I haven't really been offering like that, but I will be now. Oh, FYI, if you've ever gotten a reading from me, you will probably be getting a call from someone on my team or one of my assistants, because they're going to want to talk to you about this. But it's wish fulfillment and how easy it is and why you don't have it. People have pushed books on you like The Secret and Think and Grow Rich. All of these are amazing books. Seed of the Soul, yeah. All of these are amazing books, but they leave out key things. They leave out so much. They give you baby food and never move you up to solid food. Or they give you those little dissolvable things that you put in the teething baby's mouth and tell you that that's all the food there is. They're not giving you the meat and the potatoes and the real starches and the fruits and the vegetables. They're not giving you true substance. And I use it, but I've been given away to give it to everyone else. So know that there will be a lot of content coming out about that. I have to organize it, but it will be coming out. And like I said, if you've ever got a reading or a candle or something like that, know that if you get a call from someone, you'll know they're from me, because they'll know what to say. Because I can't call everybody individually, but you will be being reached out to like that. If you have a problem with it, just tell them I don't want to do that, or I don't feel like talking, and she'll say okay. She'll say okay. Her name's Grace. She'll be calling and she'll be talking to you about that, including the wish fulfillment, and how to work with that and how to work with me in doing that. So hopefully y'all don't mind that. Okay? So peace, love, and light, y'all. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. Know that I love you. You are loved just because. I will be making a lot of posts about certain programs that I'm offering, but probably before I post them or before I start letting people into them, she's going to call everybody that's ever gotten a reading from me. Or anything, not anything, but basically a reading from me or a Conjured candle from me. Yeah. She'll be calling you individually. No mass text messages, y'all know I like everything authentic. I just think that's the way it should be, and very, very personal. So know that it's legit. All right? Peace, love, and light, y'all. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. I'm looking so forward to this next season. I had no intention of doing this type of reading. I literally have mapped out like 3 things for each element, and I was gonna say doot 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 doot. This was gonna be a 15 to 10 minute video, and I was gonna be on my way, but that is not what occurred. I'm glad about it. I love you to life. Thank you so much. Know that I love you just because. I don't have to have a reason to love, just like people don't have a reason to hate. So it is what it is. I wish you nothing but love, light, and positivity, and I will see you soon from The Good Witch.